for this, for everyone who will see this, for everyone who will feel this, not just me, not just us, but everyone. And my questions were, what is most beneficial to know? How is best to implement it? And what comes after? And so, what is most beneficial to know about this time and what we're going through right now? And the answer is tribal dancer. In other words, have fun, enjoy life. Don't get too stuck in everything that's going on because it's all a perception.
Mm-hmm.
Just enjoy life. Okay, and how to implement it? Here we go. The spirit of air. That's right. Flow, ease, grace. It's all about just simple things. Just keep it simple, keep it easy, soft, easy, gentle, kind, all that kind of stuff. Just let it flow, let it flow. Don't get stuck in all the stuff because the stuff is not real.
Yeah.
What's real is what we are doing around all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And what comes after, to no one's great surprise, I think, will be elder. Yes, wisdom is coming. Wisdom and truth and all of the supportive part of how we make it through this and continue on through these changes, which are not stopping anytime soon. They
Mm.
will vary, but right now it's all about the getting there and how we get there. What comes after would be the wisdom that we're gaining from all of this. As most of us know, when we go through these early experiences that are can be extremely traumatic. I know some of the ones that are coming up now for me were extremely traumatic at the time, and they still come up, and they didn't just come up to be mean to us. That's not the point. We chose these because they are the foundation for who we want to become and who we choose to become
Mm.
when we heal from all these things.
Yeah.
And that's where all the wisdom comes in. So these things that are happening all around us that feel very disconcerting at best, they're there for a reason. They're there to help us, to support us, to get to the beyond and into the world that we are creating. The
Mm.
picture of which I've given to you before, but that same picture of how wonderful life is going to be when we get beyond this, when everyone is equal in their power and keeps their power and does not give it away to whatever entities, and how that informs how we are all going to work together as one in oneness while still keeping our individual traits and how that is going to be peaceful, completely peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
And all of this stuff that we're going on is going to be a memory of how we got here and nothing more.
Mm.
And that's what comes after.
Yeah. That's incredible to think of. Some people might not even be able to envision that or see that or feel that, the outside of what we're going through. That's hard. It's a hard thing to practice.
It's really easy to get stuck on the stuff.
Yeah. Yes. Because I feel like our society here, anyways, tells us we're supposed to be stuck on the stuff. We're supposed to be in the muck and the mire and the struggle and because of the things that generally are in power.
Yeah, I was going to say control. That's how they control and how we have been controlled, how we have allowed ourselves to be controlled and give our power away to the controlling entities. They do that by making sure that we are frightened. I mean, fear-based thinking is huge and unsafe.
Yeah.
And the truth couldn't be further from the truth, or that couldn't be further from the truth.
Right. Yeah. But that's an interesting statement too. The truth couldn't be further from the truth. Like there's reality there. There's truth.
If one wants to look at that, yes, indeed. It's
We can
one of
get
those
very
that comes out and you're like, that wasn't right. Oh, wait a minute. It's deeper than that, isn't it? Oh, okay.
yeah, yes, absolutely. I just taught Sky the concept of philosophical thinking last night. It came up in one of his Garfield comic strips that he himself has been interested in, and he asked about it, and I went, "Wow, I did not ask what philosophical thought or thinking was until I was at university." So, all right, new generation, got it.
Whole different energy. Yep.
Yeah. So, no, those are beautiful, beautiful messages, and I love your questions too. Those are good questions.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is there something more that you want to share, like around the tribal dancer and the spirit of air, like how we're I feel like those two are the things that we are practicing, that we are in right now because we're getting to the elder stage, we're getting to that wisdom. Um, and some places faster, some people faster than others, but that's why we're all here to do this together and to dance together and guide each other. But is there other messaging, yeah, for the other two?
To explain tribal dancer a little more viscerally, they were giving me messages. We all know about eating chocolate and such as this. Well, they came out and they said, eat more chocolate, eat less spinach. But it doesn't mean necessarily not to eat healthy food. It
Right.
means spinach in this particular case is what we feel we have to do because that's what's in our best interest.
Mm.
Okay, a little bit less of that and a little bit more indulgence in what is fun and joyful chocolate, you know. And then doesn't necessarily, they're not speaking to me so much in um exact terms anymore. It's a whole lot more like dream sense. You know,
Mm.
dreams don't come to us in exacts. It's more about symbolism, and that's more what they're doing with me. In this case, the spinach is symbolizing what we feel like we have to do because that's what we're told is in our highest good or our best for our best interest.
Yeah.
And in this case, chocolate is becoming, how do you have more fun? This could be simply, okay, let's take that spinach and jazz it up, or let's make something that, whatever you eat normally. Like, say, for instance, I'm going to give you an example from me. Every morning I have hot chocolate. I don't do coffee because I'm allergic to the acids in it and it will throw my body.
Mm.
Okay. So I do hot chocolate instead.
Mm.
Well, I can jazz it up by adding, say, a little bit of almond flavoring. I can jazz it up by adding a little bit of honey. I can,
Yeah.
that's how you do the tribal dance. It's not necessarily that you have to go out there and really throw yourself around and such. This is about having more joy in your life, even in simple ways. How
Mm.
can you do this? And how can you show your gratitude? How often do you thank your money for coming in? And more important, how often do you thank your money for going out and supporting the life that you have? These are things that are part of the tribal dancer thing. Gratitude, joy, bliss, all of those kinds of things. As far as the spirit of air is, soft, easy, gentle, kind. How often can you say this to yourself over and over to be able to make it so that that's how you treat not only yourself, but your experience and everyone around you? Soft, easy, gentle, kind,
Mm.
especially with yourself.
Yeah.
This is going to come as no surprise. This harkens right back to self care and all the various ways of self care. Self care can be as easy as when you wake up in the morning. I am grateful for,
Yep.
and fill in the blank. Start out your day on a good note. You might choose to have a really good friend, and the two of you together every morning. You might share something, a positive, inspiring note, whatever it happens to be, so that you both start the day together on a bright note.
Yep. Exactly.
Whatever it happens to be, the spirit of air, let it flow through everything. It will make all of the muck that's out there so much easier to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, indeed. Indeed. Yeah. Reduce that cortisol. Yeah. And that's how we can flow more is have that awareness of ease within the self and softness and gentleness.
Simple as a breath,
Yeah.
a
Yes.
breath in awareness.
Yeah. Absolutely. And I saw another article the other day about um someone, they weren't really redefining it, but they were sort of reminding people that self-care is not anything elaborate and it doesn't need to cost money. And you know the book that I self-published a number of years ago now, it's all about that. It's the little things that we are potentially already doing, but we've forgotten to be grateful for it and to be aware of it. And like you said, the breath, the
Please
money,
mention the title of the book.
loving myself again. Yes, I wrote it specifically for parents who had had infants in intensive care units, and after they had gotten home from that experience with or without baby. But I have a lot of people from all over that really love those reminders and the affirmations that I've put into each chapter. It's a very small little book, and it's been powerful for people. So I'm grateful for those things.
And I always loved it because it's so simple. I mean, it's written for people who have no time. And
Yes.
so it's very, very simple and easy
Yeah.
to read, easy to digest. It's a wonderful book.
Oh, thank you, my friend. Yes. So those simple things, like you said, a breath, shoulders down, just release, flow. Absolutely. Yeah. The spirit of air. Remind me the question that was answering. The
How
middle
to
one.
implement.
Yeah.
So the first one was what is most beneficial to know for this time, and the second one was how to implement the what is most beneficial at this time. You
Yeah.
need to know, have fun, and
Yes.
you need to know to just let everything flow, be in the flow, and let everything flow to
Love it.
implement it.
Yeah.
And from that will come the wisdom of this time. In
Cool.
a nutshell.
Yes, indeed. Taking notes this time. Yeah. Awesome. So, with that and taking notes, and on that note,
Yeah.
yeah, flow, peace.
Thank you all for being with us today. We're grateful every time you join us.
Absolutely. And I'm grateful for every time that you and I can get together.
And I'm grateful for us too.